All right, we have two different points for part B. We have the point -3,4 and 1, -2, but we're still trying to find the slope of these 2 points. So I'm going to draw a separate picture, and in this case we need the entire 4 coordinates of the Cartesian plane, and because we have diagonal coordinates that we're using, or yeah, quadrants we're using. So we have the point -3,4. There's their first point, and we have also 1, -2. And what we're trying to do is find the slope between these 2 points. And notice if you look at the dotted line, if you're walking to the right, notice if you're walking to the right, you would be walking downhill. If you're thinking about elevation, we're starting at the top of the hill and we're walking downhill. So we would say that this is a negative slope. So we're going to expect the solution to be negative. If you think about rise over run, like I mentioned before, if you think about rise over run, you'll notice that in this case, it's not the rise is the negative value in this case. So anyways, let's look at this example. We have slope m is equal to y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Oh, sorry. I have the wrong values here. So y2 is actually -2 minus y1, which is 4. There we go. And then we have 1 minus -3. So y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1, and we end up having -6, -2 minus 4, divided by 1 minus a negative, which we know is plus. 1 plus 3 is 4. So in this case, our rise is negative, and our run is positive, which makes sense with a negative slope. Now, it is possible for your rise to have a negative slope. It is possible to have a negative slope with the rise being positive, but the run will be negative. It'll be opposite signs. But in this case, we have a negative rise and a run that's positive. And this is just saying that if we're going from this point here to this point here, we have it actually goes down -6 units, and it goes to the right 4 units. So rise over run. And then also this simplifies to -6 divided by 4 is -1.5. So overall, remember that the slope, the simplified form of the slope, is saying if we put it in decimal form, in this case, like we did both of these, you could express it as -3/2 also. But what -1.5 is saying is -1.5 divided by 1 is every 1.5 units it goes down, it goes to the right 1 unit. So that's what the slope is telling us. For every -1.5, or for every 1.5 it goes down, it's going to the right 1 to from this point to this point. So anyways, let me know if you have any concerns. The slope in this case, you can express in either form. You should either have it in the decimal form -1.5 or in the simplified fraction form -3/2. Okay. Anyways, let me know if you have any concerns. I'll be more than happy to help.